All right, and we are back. Welcome back to the Boys Experience. We got Kyle, we got Dakota. How you guys doing?
Just dandy. This time we're
Again?
double recording the
Yes,
podcast, by the
yes.
way. Because
Because
last time
OBS is a
didn't have
bitch.
one because OBS crashed in the middle of fucking doing it. So, we just said fuck it.
So
hmm
I kind of want to jump into this pretty quickly here. Bungie has been bought by Sony. Just outright bought it. What do you guys think when it
Uh,
comes to seeing that?
So, uh, I just hope that not that their game quality is bad as it is, but, I just hope that they put, there's an increase in game quality, so to say. You know what I'm saying? Like with a bigger studio and more money available to them.
Oh yeah, the cash flow is going to be better, and I think that this overall is a good thing. To real quickly clarify, they did announce that Sony has no intent on making the game exclusive or any of Bungie's later games exclusive. They plan to keep it cross-platform and let Bungie have the freedom of creating games there. Um, and they hope that the cash flow, or Bungie hopes that the cash flow is just going to increase the production, the hiring process of for Bungie, and overall just the quality of the game. So, that is pretty interesting, especially coming only, I would say, it's only been like a week and a half, 2 weeks since Activision was acquired by Microsoft. Like, it was announced fully. And it's said that both of these deals have been in the process of happening for a long time. I've heard over 6 months. So it's not like it was kind of like a coincidental thing that they both got announced at the same time. But very interesting deals. Um, I also I also want to point out, I did see quite a few people, like, when they saw the place, Sony buying Destiny, go, what? Like, they're like, why would you do that? I think people underestimate how big Destiny is as a game now. Destiny had over 860,000 people playing 2 days ago. And, uh, that was on a Monday. In a what we call it a dead season in Destiny right now. Like, the season's pretty much, we're all over this season in Destiny. It's been 6 months. And to say that there's 860,000 people playing, that's crazy. That's a lot of people. And there's been over 1 million pre-orders on Witch Queen, meaning that I'm a little scared for the servers at launch. I'm expecting server queues. So I'm not really worried about jumping in the first day. I don't know, and I don't think I'm going to be able to jump in on the first day. I'll try,
I mean, I'm sure
but
that we will be able to. It's just gonna take a minute. I'm sure right at like launch and like resetting after they're done with fucking maintenance on the server and whatever the fuck, it's gonna be very hard to get in for a while. Like when they released the new dungeon, for example. And that was just the new dungeon. That wasn't even like,
did we have problems when the new dungeon came out?
yeah. You don't
hmm
remember that, bro? Me and Kyle, it took us like 40 minutes to log in.
Yeah.
When,
And when I got in, my game crashed twice.
yeah, that did happen.
My first Dares of Eternity, I was at the end, and it crashed right as we were about to beat the boss.
Yeah,
And
Did
I
and
had
then
to
you
do it
had
all
to
over again.
you had to re-wait in a queue.
Yep, I had to re-wait in the queue again.
did I have problems? I don't
Well, you
remember.
came in late, so you didn't have any
Yeah,
problems.
well, you had problems, and then you left to go do something, I don't remember what you went to go do, but then when you came back, it loaded you in. So
Oh, okay. That's why. But yeah, I think that overall, I think that's a good purchase by Sony. I think Sony's gonna make bank off of that. Uh, I honestly
I
think
mean,
that's the case.
even if they don't make bank off of it, it's not like they're going to lose money on their investment in buying it,
Yeah,
right?
no.
Like there's no world that I see where fucking buying Bungie nets you a loss of money.
Yeah.
I feel like they can only stay at least like bare minimum fucking even. I couldn't think of the word even for some reason.
So, what about you, Kyle? What do you think about the Sony Bungie purchase?
I'm just hoping that it doesn't turn into like a exclusive. Even though they say it now, we know how companies are, so we'll just have to see. But I'm hoping it's just it just means an increase in productivity for Bungie.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping, you know, nothing has changed too much because the way Bungie has it now is nice. Um, Apart from having to wait, for 100 days for a season to end, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
other than
feel
that,
like
I feel like no
that's
change is
this is
done.
the only time that's actually happened. As far as I'm understand, seasons usually only last uh
That's a few months,
3 months, which
Yeah.
is fine. Call of Duty goes by that cycle, and I honestly think that that works perfectly. Um, Another thing that with Bungie that just got thrown out there when it came this that was yesterday actually. Yeah, it was yesterday. We ended up getting a trailer on Gunsmith Weapons. Pretty interesting. What are you guys thinking about the exotics that we saw?
I think the gun exotics that they showed off, I'm
Pretty cool.
assuming there's going to be more than what they've showed, obviously. Uh,
Oh, for sure.
but I think the ones they've shown so far have been cool for the guns. I think the armor that they've shown for the exotics for Hunter, Titan, and Warlock are not great. They're definitely not going to be like, uh, I don't think, first choice exotics.
Okay, the
For
Warlock
example.
one in Crucible will be a first choice
Okay, the
exotic.
Warlock one in Crucible will be the only one that you could probably say has a chance to be first choiceable.
His
Maybe the
cold
Titan
snap
one, it
grenades
could
are
be
super
okay.
broken
But,
right now. People just aren't using them. And that's because there's so many other broken, more easier things that are broken. Cold snap grenades are going to actually be bussin'. In my opinion. I think that that exotic is going to be crazy. There's a guy pushing you.
yeah, I mean, I think that exotic will be the only real good one out of the ones they showed. The Hunter one is absolute dog cheeks.
Yeah, we can at least agree on that one.
Yeah, the hunter is just fucking complete terrible.
What a shocker there.
Like,
Yeah, I know.
fuck it, yeah, they always... It's like they don't give a singular shit about Hunters.
They have never.
Like, I wonder
Not
what
ever.
the actual breakdown is of how many people are Titans, Hunters, and Warlocks. Someone just ran in the fucking... Yikes, I'm fucking confused.
I got him.
Okay. But anyway... I wonder what the breakdown is of people that are Hunters, Warlocks, and Titans. Like, how many people are of each type? Because, I wonder if they cater to Titans and Warlocks more because there's more of them.
Oh, of course. I mean, that
Like,
comes with any game. I mean, the majority
I actually,
player base.
believe it or not, I do believe that there is more hunters than both of those.
yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I don't actively know.
I see a lot more hunter mains, at least. Maybe hunter mains are just, like, really popular on social media.
Oh, that could be.
I mean, maybe
I
I'm
also,
just, like,
I think
too-
it probably also depends on like what type of game mode you're playing, for example. Because if you're playing PvP, then I think Hunter is more. I think Hunter is more used in PvP than in like PvE type things. Whereas Hunter or Titan and Warlock are more used in PvE like situations, like a well and a bubble. If you don't have those in a raid, like that's pretty much two like necessary things that you always put in a raid, right?
Well,
Like a Titan and a
it's
Warlock.
necessary because of how crutched it is.
Exactly. But like it's so crunched that everyone uses it in PvE. That's what I'm saying. But it's not as crunched in PvP. So that's when you get more diversity. Also, I think in general the hunter mobility system is better for PvP
Yeah,
than the other ones. But
my number one hope when it comes to hunters, please make them more PvE viable. I enjoy the hunter the most because it is just that much, like, the movement is just that much better between the two. It's not even fucking funny. And I would rather.
yeah, the echelon is like hunter movement system, like 10 out of 10 on the movement system that they have, right? Titans like a 6.5, and then warlocks are like a 3.
Warlocks
Maybe.
are in the negatives.
Maybe.
Well, I mean, we don't want we don't want Titan skating again, where Titans are literally faster than every subclass.
That was terrible.
Yeah, no, I feel like the Titans should be the slowest.
Yeah, because they're supposed to be the tank ones.
Yeah, they are the slowest, aren't they? Like, I mean, at least whenever I'm in like a thing, like as a Titan and I'm running around, I always feel way slower than everyone else. I don't know if that's just my preconceived notion of being a Titan, or if it's actually a factual thing that happens, but that is.
I would say they're pretty slow. I don't know if I'd call them the slowest. Warlocks are super fast. By the way, like faster.
Yeah,
than
with skating and all that
they
stuff.
should be.
It's
That's for
yeah.
sure. And I hope that they change that, because if they don't, then I mean, like I main Hunter at the moment because it's just that fucking good. There's no point in me maining anything else.
Okay.
So, if I could have anything, please make my hunters better in PvE. Shout out to my hunter mains, bro. We know you haven't been put on the map in a minute. So, oh, and then we can talk about the Gunsmith stuff.
Yeah.
My favorite, what's your guys' favorite exotic that you've seen out of the 3?
My favorite exotic that I've seen that they showed in that video?
Yeah.
I think it's probably gonna have to be the fuck, I can't remember the name of the gun.
There's the slug grenade launcher. There's the
toxic like SMG.
Thorn SMG.
Yeah, I think that honestly, out of the ones that they showed, I'll probably like the fucking the SMG the most.
SMG, yeah. I think the SMG is gonna be broken in the Crucible. From the looks of it, it's literally just Thorn and an SMG. And
I mean, hey, bro, I'm for it.
I'm not. Good luck, snipers. That's all I gotta say. If you enjoy sniping in Destiny now, you will not when Witch Queen comes out.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But I also think it would be pretty nice if they would experiment with more mod slots. Because I've always wanted more mod slots for our characters. Like when it comes to armor.
Yeah, I think you should have more than 10 energy.
What it really should be,
mods.
okay? If we're going to be realistic, what it really should be is mods. You start out with 10 armor slots. You could go up to 15, but it's going to cost you in the weapon crafting table to go up to 15. That's what I feel like it should be.
Kyle, thoughts? What do you think about that one?
About which one exactly?
Bandy's little proposal that he just gave.
I didn't hear. I'm sorry. I was listening.
Basically,
what proposal?
What I had proclaimed was they basically give. It starts out with 10, okay? The amount of armor slots that we are given.
Bad.
Then, after we get 10, we go. Hold on. Fuck. That guy's one shot. We go to 15. But you can only go to 15 through the weapon crafting table, which will also act as an armor crafting table. Boy, Kyle's focused right now. We're about to win a Warzone match.
No, we're not.
No, they just got RPG'd.
No, we got bouncing Bettied.
Oh, whatever. Yo, our teammate, by the way,
Pretty good.
going pretty ham.
Yeah.
Gotta say, I was doing quite bad because I'm trying to talk and not really paying attention to the game.
Yeah.
But our teammate was not doing that. He was.
He was
he had 15 kills.
He was gaming.
He sure was.
But
I bet his gaming chair is good.
Yeah. But to continue adding on to what we were talking about, Kyle. So what I was saying was armor will always start at 10 with 10 open mod slots, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But you can get up to 15. However, to get to 15, you would have to go into the weapon crafting table and upgrade it through there with materials.
Well, we'll have to see what new mods and what mods stay. I feel like that's what that depends on, because there's a lot of mods that, with more mod slots, you can completely fucking make your character completely overpowered in some cases. But I feel like it wouldn't be a bad idea necessarily.
By mod slots, by the way, I am talking about how when you masterwork a armor to 10, you get up to 10 slots of stuff. That, or I would love to see a decrease in the amount a mod costs to slot it into your armor.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that right now it's too expensive. Like, right now in season, you can only have, realistically, maybe 2 mods on your class item. Because that's where your seasonal damage mod goes. That takes 7. Leaving it, and it's dumb to not have that on in most cases, right? Because the damage, the increased damage is so significant that you literally you would, in a sense, be stupid to not put it on.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But then that leaves you. But yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It only leaves you with one other mod. There's so many good mods for the class item that you could throw on, but it's not worth it compared to what you can get, like damage-wise. So I think that needs to change.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my solution. I don't know if you guys would have another solution to that.
I mean, I think that's one way to solve it. I mean, obviously, the easiest way to solve it would be just make the mods cheaper in the mod thing.
Yeah.
But
That's true.
But also, if you have particle on like 3 as your mod thing, then I mean, I feel like that's also too little for
Well,
it.
particle is seasonal mod, so that'll change.
Yeah, I
But
know. But I'm just saying, like any seasonal mod that gives like a boost to that degree for 7, like seems like too much. But 3 seems like too little. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what the fucking like I don't know, maybe like 4 or something like that could be a usable like mid ground.
Yeah, I think that that is a
As selfing.
yeah. I got him.
Oh, someone's dropping. Yeah, I mean, I think that wouldn't be a bad system, especially if you made someone work for the upgrades.
Yeah.
You know?
And I think that they've already started that. Honestly, I love the move to make it available to get all the artifact mods. That's
Right.
already a plus.
Yeah.
We're already moving in the right direction when it comes to allowing us to get there with all the mod slots. Because there's too many mod slots to not be using all of them. And, in my opinion, at least. And I'm excited that I'm going to be able to unlock all the mods. And that I'm not limited to 12. Because upgrading that stupid fucking artifact or resetting the artifact
Resetting
is
is annoying.
That
horrible.
also should not cost anything to reset. By the way, I don't think it.
And that's why I'm glad they're getting rid of that altogether. Yep. Yo, I accidentally have game chat on and our teammate. Oh, that's staying in the podcast. Oh man. But yeah, I think that I think that that's the right direction. I think that there's definitely some more changes that could happen though.
Oh, I'm sure that there is some more changes for surezies.
Hold on, before
Aye.
he says something crazy, let me mute him.
Yeah, I already muted the fucking.
No, I wasn't expecting our teammate to say that.
I don't know what he said because
I have
I
him muted.
He dies and he goes, God damn, white ass pussy.
No, keep it in. Keep it in.
Okay.
Oh, holy shit, bro. Teammate was not happy. But
Yo, the
yeah,
shotgun sucks.
I think that I think that there can be some changes still made, and I'm excited. And I think Sony buying Bungie on top of all of it makes it even better. So,
I mean, I definitely think the Sony part will help. There's a whole team down there, by the way.
clearly.
I'm coming back. Okay. But, I mean, anything else to add to the Bungie, Sony thing there?
I have one request. Bring back No Land.
They're never gonna do that.
I know.
Lol.
Be nice if they did, but
It'd be funny meme. This guy's crying. But yeah, I guess we just move on from here. Because not much else to say other than that. Let's talk about let's just move on to the NFL. Tom Brady has decided to retire after 22 seasons.
Officially.
7 Super Bowl rings, been the MVP 3 times. I think he's been the Super Bowl MVP 4 times, if I'm not mistaken. Dakota, let's start with you since you're pretty much fucking clueless when it comes to the NFL. How will you feel about Tom Brady and his in his regime under New England and technically Tampa Bay.
Tampa. The fuck did you just say?
Tampa?
Tampa.
He
Yeah,
said
that's
Tampa Bay.
Bro, that's what
I just
Skip
want to say,
Bayless
what
called
the
it.
fuck?
Tampa Bay? You know,
Yeah,
you
that's
don't know
Tampa
about,
Bay. Yep.
you don't know about Tampa Bay?
Bro, it's not Tampa Bay, it's Tampa Bay, bro. My boy Tom put
With the
them on the
times,
map.
dumbass.
Tom put them on the map. Come on.
That's what you're going with?
Yeah.
That's
All
where you
right,
get
he's just gonna
Tampa?
run with it, I guess.
Okay, well,
I know it's Tampa, but it's Tampa Bay for me. Anyway,
well,
yeah.
okay, so speaking of this, actually, something I have been seeing is that people got very upset because apparently in his thing saying he was retiring, he was talking a lot about Tampa Bay and did not talk very much about the Patriots.
Yeah.
And people were really mad because he spent most of his career with the Patriots.
He did bring up the I want to note, as we are talking, he did bring up the Patriots today.
Yeah, and I saw that he like retweeted someone's tweet or some shit. And was like, "Yes, thank you, Patriots Nation," or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But that's not really like what most people wanted, right?
Hey,
No.
dog, can you not bark? We're doing a podcast.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Dogs will listen.
Let the dog bark. Let the dog bark.
What the dog doing? Oh!
You're dog shit, kid.
But anyway, so again, what is your thoughts, Dakota? Come on, give them to me. Lay it on me, baby.
Well, you know, I kind of agree, though I don't care. You know, definitely should probably be like, hey, yo, organization that I got.
Well, no,
most
I'm talking about overall. Fuck New England.
Oh
Who gives a
yeah,
fuck
I know.
about that?
I'm just giving my whole opinion because it's gonna be way shorter than yours is, I'm sure. And you know, I think he definitely probably should have gave some more credit there at the beginning. And you know, in general, sure, is he most likely, undisputably, the GOAT of fucking quarterbacks in the NFL? Yes. But do I care? No. I watch football during the playoff season and the Super Bowl, and that is it. I'm sure there are quite a lot of other people that do so as well. Therefore, I do not care about any of the regular season shit that happens. And because of said not caring about regular season shit, I don't really care when people retire.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm definitely gonna miss seeing good old Brady in the Super Bowl every year, because he fucking was in it every year.
I'm excited that he's not going to be back in the Super Bowl every year. God, it makes it boring.
Yeah, I know. But also makes it fun. Because, you know, Tom Brady is down by 3 touchdowns with a quarter left. Can he come back?
Well, that's Tampa being... No, not Tampa. That's the Falcons being the Falcons. They choke every single time.
Hey, Kyle.
That's a staple.
I already know where the fuck you're gonna go with this.
I hate Tom Brady so fucking much. I'm so glad he's gone.
Okay.
Yeah, my mom also hates Tom Brady.
Yeah, fuck Tom Brady. I know that he is the most winningest quarterback.
So is that
don't
like...
give a shit. He is not the best quarterback. I don't give a shit what anyone says.
So...
You can say, oh, he won 7 rings. Yeah, because he can only pass 5 fucking yards.
Well,
seriously.
He's an old man.
90% of his throws are 5 yards.
Nah, I won't say that.
90%. 10% are actually decent throws.
Okay, so... My thoughts on Tom Brady. The GOAT
Yeah, false.
of quarterbacking. And the GOAT overall as a player.
False, but alright.
Tom Brady... 7 Super Bowl rings. The MVPs, we all know about it. The throws he was able to make was immaculate. The comebacks he's made in his career have been immaculate. To say that the Falcons...
teams!
not true. And I'll go
Yeah,
into
that's facts.
Tom Brady had multiple times where his team was just absolute dog shit, where people said that Brady was wrapped up and that Brady was bad, and it was finally time for New England's dynasty to end. And then they would come back and get into the playoffs, win the wild card games, win the Super Bowl, and people will count him out.
I don't think you realize how these teams work, though, because they build up their teams over time. Because in the beginning, they weren't winning. But they were because they built up their offensive defense.
Exactly. They had shit players, so they had to fucking train these shit players into being good players.
No, that's not what I'm saying. They built up, like, new players into their team over time.
I'm telling you that Tom Brady, after everything he has done in the NFL, watching him every year come back from insane deficits with horrible teammates and playing as long as he did at the age of 44 going into 45, as he did say he was going to retire at age 45. I will say he is the most complete, the GOAT quarterback. He is what you strive to be as a quarterback. He is better than Aaron Rodgers. He is better than Peyton Manning. He is better.
That's false. That is so false. That is so false. I cannot even tell you how false that is.
I can prove it with stats. I can prove it with clutch performances.
Yeah, because all the other teams suck ass.
And I could prove it, so we're going to say Kansas City sucks?
Yep. They fucking choked. What do you mean? They almost lost against the Giants this year. They're like one of the most inconsistent teams.
So I want to get this on a record. Kyle's 2020. Kansas City
Them
Chiefs.
winning the Super Bowl? That was their prime year.
No, they didn't win the Super Bowl in 2020. That was Tom Brady.
That was Tom Brady, but that was one of their prime years. They had two prime years that I'm looking at here. They had the year they won the Super Bowl, then the next year they lost to Tom Brady, but they still had stellar stats.
So
this
you're
year
saying
they were very
in
consistent.
Kansas City's prime, they could not beat Tom Brady?
Well, I'm saying Kansas City's not that great of a
when
team.
When Aaron Rodgers went up, the person that I've heard you multiple times consider the GOAT. When Aaron Rodgers
consider him the GOAT because he's the most consistent when it comes to playoff performances.
No, he's most consistent in being bad.
Being bad? How? Can we talk about stats then?
7 for 9, 0 touchdowns. 7 for 9 in the playoffs. He was 0 touchdowns against the 49ers. The 49ers. 0 touchdowns. People predicted him to win that game by 2 touchdowns. I just want to note that. For people that do not know what I am speaking of. This is your GOAT. A guy that could not get a touchdown.
Yeah, and we're talking about Green Bay. One of the worst teams. The only reason Green Bay was actually okay for the past couple years
I just want to note that Kyle calling Green Bay the worst team. Green Bay
the worst teams.
Has Devontae Adams, Aaron Jones.
He has 2 weapons. That's it. 2. And you're gonna say that they're a good team. That's bullshit.
They had one of the best.
No, that is horseshit.
They had one of the best rated defenses.
That is false. That is so fucking false. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. If you've actually watched them play, they have a really crap defense. And their special teams, by the way, chokes every single game. Almost every game, they make such a shit fucking play at special teams. Whether it's punting, field goal, or kickoff. It doesn't matter. They choke every fucking time.
But why? Okay. If Aaron Rodgers is the GOAT, but on a bad team, why is Tom Brady not the GOAT being on a decent team? Or that doesn't make sense to me. Because Tom Brady is as bad as you say he is, okay?
I'm not saying he's bad. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying he's overrated.
Why is that, though?
I think he's overrated just because of the way he plays. is he relies on his teammates way too much, and you give him way too much credit for what his teammates actually do. Oh, that guy's right there.
His teammates don't do most things.
No, they do. Honestly, if
I will give you the time he was in Tampa. Yes, he had a good team. He had a very good team.
They traded
In New
one of the
England?
worst QBs.
In New England, the only weapon Tom Brady had was Julian Edelman.
They had Gronk.
Gronk retired.
Gronk retired, but he came back.
And I still think, to this day, Gronk is not the GOAT.
I think he's okay. I think it'll go to Kittle, right?
I think if we're talking GOAT, Shannon Sharp is the GOAT. I think he is. I think the GOAT tight end is Shannon Sharp. He was better. He was faster. His attitude towards the game was cooler, in my opinion.
I'm not gonna lie. Who is that?
His attitude.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know who that is.
Okay.
I don't actually know who that is.
All right, now your opinion is excluded. Oh my God.
I'm talking about currently.
You don't. No, Shannon Sharp from like. Oh, I'm talking about GOAT. Like,
GOAT. That's what.
Like, Shannon Sharp is the GOAT to me when it comes to tight ends. There's nobody that's done it better than Shannon Sharp, especially when it came to talking trash. Okay, that was my favorite part about Shannon Sharp.
Oh, okay.
Today's game, I would say.
I was thinking today. That's why I wasn't thinking back then.
See, this is gonna be biased. I love Hawkinson. I think Hawkinson is.
Hawkinson plays for the Lions, right?
Yeah. And I think he's one of the best tight ends in the league. I also do think Kittle's one of the best in the league.
Yeah, I was gonna say Kittle is definitely one of the best. I think.
Between Hawkinson, Kittle, or Kelsey, they're the best in the league right now. And I do not think Gronk, in my opinion, is as good as people have said or put.
I think Gronk was way better beforehand.
Gronk was a product of Brady, just like Belichick was a product of Brady.
Listen, just like I said, don't really watch football ever. Okay, just from the small bit of football that I watch occasionally, just from watching Kelsey play, I already feel like he's better than I've ever seen Gronk be.
Yeah.
I agree with that, actually.
Like,
I'm talking about Gronk years ago, though, on Patriots, is what I'm talking about. Like, he was very good.
In his early years, yes, he was good. But I think they're at the end for New England to win as many Super Bowls as they did with little to no talent is insane. And I think it only proved Tom Brady better. And I also want to note that before Tom Brady went to the Buccaneers, their nickname was the Succaneers. Because
they had one of the worst quarterbacks. They had one of the worst quarterbacks.
Yeah, Jameis Winston was a pretty bad pick.
He went to the Saints, and you saw how the Saints did. Did they even make playoffs this year?
No.
Yeah.
I think that but I also think this proves one thing, that if you do not have a good quarterback on your team, like running your team will lose. It's been proven time and time again, and I think this is no different. I think Tom Brady was it is the GOAT. Every team he's been on, he's made it better.
Oh.
He's made it 10 times better. And I think Belichick, anybody that tells me Belichick is the coach that he was without Tom Brady is crazy. You seen them fall apart. Everybody saw them fall apart this year. Against the Bills.
Okay, well, here's the thing. And I'll give the Bills credit, because the Bills, I love the Bills, personally. The other New York team that's actually good. The only New York team that's good. They had a rookie QB. And he almost made playoffs his first year, or was it playoffs? I honestly don't remember. It's like a fever dream that the Patriots even made it.
Yeah,
to anything.
they made playoffs, but
with a rookie quarterback though. And Mac Jones, I think, genuinely is a good quarterback. The thing is,
I think he's okay.
the one big reason I hate Tom Brady is because he has a winning formula. I'll give him a credit that he has a winning formula for making passes and making smart plays. I'll give him that. But the only thing is, it's so boring, and it very much relies on his running backs as well as his wide receivers to perform. I mean, and I don't think they get enough credit for what. I don't think they give enough credit to those wide receivers and running backs.
I give Julian Edelman about 50%. I give Tom Brady 50 and Julian Edelman 50 for why New York was so successful those last 3 years Tom Brady was there.
New York? New England?
New England. My bad. Sorry, we keep bringing up New York and...
We're not going to talk about New York.
Yeah.
We're just
Jets.
The poor Jets.
If you were to personally ask me though, right now, there's nobody that's going to have a better career than Tom Brady did in a million years. The person that comes close in my mind at the moment is
Joe Burrow,
the cigar man himself, Joey Burrow. That man.
I think he's a good prospect. I think if he was put on another team, I think it'd be a superstar team personally.
Dude, I think the Bengals have something going, bro. I really do. With Jamar
I feel like
they've
built up their team over time, and people just haven't looked at it very much.
Oh yeah, because before they picked up Joey, before they picked up
Joey.
I keep calling him Joey Burrow because every time he scores a TD, I'm like, hey, it's Joey Burrow.
There's a Birdman right there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I every time I see Joe Burrow, he just looks like he looks like he could be the next Tom Brady. But he looks like the Tom Brady that Tom was the last 2 years in Tampa, where Tom was more open in doing stuff. And I think that's the worst part about him being on New England, was he never got to do the things that other quarterbacks did because of Mr. I'm Bill Belichick and I live in the 70s.
And I also sold my soul to the devil.
Yeah. We got fucking Emperor fucking Belichick. And he basically ruled with an iron fist over his team.
Not Emperor Belichick.
Bro, he did. He looked like Palpatine sometimes. With that hoodie. So, I will. Okay. But, yeah, I think that Belichick is, I think Belichick was a downgrade for Brady. And I think the Patriots were nothing without Brady. I think they are nothing right now. So I think they're a fraud.
I think there's a room for improvement personally. I don't give credit to Belichick. Genuinely, no. I don't. I feel like with Mac Jones, he's trying to recreate what Brady did in Patriots. But the thing is, Mac Jones had a different play style. Well, he had a similar play style to Brady in college, but he also made daring plays here and there.
Mac Jones isn't as dedicated.
He's not.
As Brady.
No.
Brady, they would tell you. Gronk would tell you, bro. He would go to Brady before the game. He'd be like, okay, what's their play style? You know? How are they going to play? What's the enemy team going to play? And Brady would tell you every single thing the enemy team was going to do. And it would happen. Because Brady was that invested into the game. I have so much respect for that. When you are that dedicated to something, that itself deserves recognition. Brady was, when it came to understanding the game and playing the game, he just overall did it better than anybody else. Does it mean he won't ever get beat? No, as the GOAT. But we have to recognize the talent Brady has and what he did for the game. And honestly, what he's going to do for the game. I don't know if he's going to ever come back and do any analyzing or like analytics and shit, I would love to see him still
Yeah,
participate.
he might pull a Drew Brees. I
Yeah,
think.
I would love to see it, honestly. I'm super down with seeing Brady. Dude, you did not just pick up that cash and did not buy a loadout. I hate you. Okay.
Well, you shot the ground. I thought you wanted me to give it to you.
You fucking... Anyway, I think Brady's the GOAT. Unquestioned right now. As much as I love Josh Allen and I would literally eat his ass for an autograph, like I think Brady's the GOAT. There's no denying it anymore for anyone after 22 seasons.
I would
But
eat his ass for an autograph.
we have some more before we wrap this up here. We have some more NFL news to talk about.
Just to make it clear, I don't hate Tom Brady. I don't think he's a fraud.
I actively
I genuinely don't think he's as good as most people say that he's godlike. I'll agree that he is one of the best quarterbacks, and he had a winning formula for every team he's been on. But I just genuinely thought like his play style was boring, and he relied too much on his players, and he trusts his other players, which is a good thing. But at the same time, I just didn't think he was as impressive as people were making him out to be. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
And that's just what I've seen. I can't say that he's the GOAT, and I can't say that he's not the GOAT either, That's just kind of my opinion, what I see in Tom Brady.
I accept it. But, real quickly, before we wrap it up, Washington finally got its name, the Commanders.
It's stupid.
We still got a little bit before wrapping it up, my boy. But yes, indeed, the Commanders.
Stupid.
How are we feeling about that? I almost would have preferred Washington football team.
I would have preferred it too, if I'm gonna be real.
I think, personally, I like football team better. And
I like just take it.
I think it's
just
more memeable, honestly, at this point.
I also think Red Wolves was 10 times better.
I think the logo is cool. I don't think the name's cool, but I think the logo's cool.
The logo's cool, but they've had that logo since the football team. I don't know, man. I think that this is I think that the Washington football team is pretty. Or I think that they should have stuck with the football team and not the Commanders. What I really wanted them to do was name themselves the Washington Red Wolves, because I thought that name was badass. But, what do I know? Apparently I don't know shit. From what
About naming
Washington
teams.
says.
I mean, I can tell you one thing. I think there is a plethora of names better than fucking Commanders.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
There's like a website with like lists of names that they could have been, and all of them sound stupid. Honestly, like it's kind of hard after having a franchise name for such a long time and then having to change it. It's just kind of, it's not gonna be, what they were, what everyone's used to, I guess.
Here's my thing with it. Number one, just speaking from like mascot terms, what the fuck is your commander mascot gonna be?
Yeah, I don't actually know. Is it gonna be like an
Washington.
Is it gonna be like an army guy or something? Like,
yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like that's the only thing I could imagine it being that would make sense.
I don't know. It's Washington football team.
Because like
it'll be the Washington football team for me.
It's Washington.
Honestly,
they'll choke in the first playoff game anyway.
Yeah, that's the thing with like any of those teams. It's just like, yeah, nah, they're a joke. Apart from the Cowboys, and they're still kind of a joke. I like Dak Prescott, but man, he chokes when it matters.
Yep.
I think that the name is fucking Boo Boo Cheeks. That's all.
Yeah, and you're not even a football fan.
Yeah, that's a thing though. Football fans, you don't have to be a football fan to like know the football names or whatever, right? Like, if you were to ask any person, like if you gave someone a list of NFL teams, and you were like, pick the fake NFL team out of this, and you put a list of like, let's say the fucking Nebraska, fucking Nighthawks, and like
I'm
the
pretty sure that was actually
fucking
one of the names.
yeah, like the Pittsburgh Pilots or
Well,
some shit.
there already was. There's a Pittsburgh team.
Yeah, I know. But again, I'm just saying, like, list of fake names, and then you put the real name of fucking Washington Commanders. I guarantee you, like, 50% of people would at least be like, oh, Washington Commanders is the fucking fake team.
Yeah.
Just because of how dumb the name is.
Yeah, well, that's Washington for you.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna wrap this up because I gotta go and get my little brother lunch and do a couple other things.
Do you have to go and get your little brother lunch?
Yes. But anyway,
That's up.
hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. If you guys want to find out, where we're all at, it'll be in the description of YouTube, or it'll be at The Boys Experience on Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, YouTube, Twitter, all the social medias. We appreciate you guys coming out, and we'll talk to you guys in the next episode.
Heyo.